stronger to hold you longer.
The week starts, as always, with a new package. Half of it is dirty and destroyed, but luckily I ordered twice as much as I actually need. These right here are all, I think, 60. Yeah, 60. White, that's very important. Boxes that we need for the projection mapping 3D background for my new electronic dance music live setup. This is just like a test, because this surface we can rearrange, transport very easily. It's lightweight and it's white, so we can bounce off the light of it. But right now, looking at it the first time, not too happy about the quality, but it will do for now for the testing. So I think we need 20 of these.
Can't you feel you're all I need to get out, to get out.
So far, good news and bad news. The good news, we have customers in the studio. This is the first time in 1.5 years we're having customers in the studio. A girl and a guy recording vocals. Andy's taking care of them. She has headphones on, the vocals booth is in use. The guy's sitting on the couch in the B studio. The talkback mic is being used. This is just, it's brilliant. I usually never take care of customers, except if I know them in person. But this time I'm a little like, I feel like I want to go in there and just do it, because I haven't done it in a while. That's how much I miss it. I actually hate recording for other people, because it's a lot of tedious work. Comping vocals, doing different takes, and sometimes you have singers that aren't that good and it's not that much fun. But today I wish I would be actually in Andy's place. So we're really looking forward to a brighter future. COVID is getting closer and closer to like being over the hump, over the worst part, at least here in Germany. I know other countries are just facing the really, really bad shit time. And I hope all of the countries that overcome COVID help the other countries. Because let's be honest, we're all in this. But yeah, the bad part. The bad part has to do with the light show. Like the boxes, it's not working. It looks horrible. It looks horrible, horrible. But for testing purpose, it's fine. I tested a little myself today for the first time, and I figured out the projectors we're using, it just won't happen. They're like ultra short throw projectors, but let me actually show you. So the distance they need to project is fine, but we have to put them at an angle to reach up high. So it's actually starting to distort up there. It doesn't look that good. I think this is impossible to come across through the camera, but trust me, it looks nasty. Like the angle, there are less pixel hitting a surface. So yeah, I will probably send them back and try out other ones. These ones were actually cool because they were really inexpensive, so we could actually do like a 2 projector setup. Now it will get expensive. And I also talked to a professional, like a real pro, like if the government does anything with 3D projection mapping onto churches. Like I was at one of these shows myself. They did the entire history of that church on the surface of the church, how it got burnt down, rebuilt again, which was kind of cool to do it on the actual real like building. And he told me a decent projector needs to be really bright for the club to compete with the other lights, and they start at like 10 to 15K on the used market. And then needing 2 of these, so I will stick to my idea. I will still try it. I will now get a projector that is like twice as expensive as the ones we already have, and like sneak my way through and try and make it work, and then test it in a real club and see if it's still visible in that real club. I think it should be possible. We need to check vibrations. I will put the projectors on the floor like project upwards onto the surface, 2 projectors to get all of the angles. Me in the middle, this way we have a little more room. If it's just 1 projector, it's right behind me and I would step on it. Anything else? The surface, we still need something collapsible. These blocks, no. No way. Anyways, I'll try a little more. I will try to have like the first, I'll show you. Just give me like an hour. It was a big fail. I just stepped into the projector. Everything I did is just ruined. Let's see if I can adjust it again. Oh God. Kind of. It was perfect. 3D mapped an entire city onto the background. I'll show it to you in the computer. It makes probably more sense because also like the projector through the camera, it doesn't look as good as it does in real life. Getting there, step by step, day by day, figuring this out. And again, I talked to like a full pro about everything and he was like, no one ever did this in this kind of way, like using a short throw projector right behind the artist to do it all in a very small space. Because usually like big venues, they don't care. They just put it up in the ceiling, 5 of them and make it perfect. We have to trick a little because we don't have the space, we don't have the money, the budget, the knowledge to do it perfect. But we'll try to squeeze out of this project as much as possible and just make it look epic with what we got. So basically that's like the city. And you see I sliced it into these pieces and that's like the input, and it's taking these pieces and transforming it into these oddly shaped pieces which represent the actual fabric right there. And it's tilted a little because the projector, again, this one isn't really good enough to like reach up high, so we had to angle it a little. That's why it's starting to distort at the very top. I'll continue tomorrow. It's enough. I'm like not a specialist in these kind of things. Everything is new to me, so it takes a lot longer. But at least I found out that we need another projector, send these back, get a new one, repeat, and eventually maybe one day do it just right and hopefully have success with it and then build up on that and just improve it. Because I have crazy ideas. I have crazy ideas for backdrops, crazy ideas with multiple projectors, bigger stages, but not there yet. We have to make something that works in the space that we're part of. I'm a very small artist, so clubs, 200, 300, maybe 500, maybe 600. Like the biggest I've ever played in front of was like maybe 3,500. So these stages usually are very small, and having a screen this size, this is now 2.50 meters by 2.50 meters. It looks cool if one person is standing in front of it and it's a small club. If it's something as big as this room, it's epic. If it's 10 times as big, it loses a lot of its focus. But again, that's not what we're aiming for. That's not what I expect me DJing or live playing at. I have to start small again from scratch because I'm doing something different than I have done before. That's just how it goes. But I'm used to it. I've done it already in the past a couple of times. Wish me a whole lot of luck. Now, I think I'll train a little more playing drums, piano, singing, because tomorrow I have my lessons again and I need to like do my homework. It's 2-something in the morning, still thinking about the slideshow thing, reconsidering the shape, the projector, the stuff that is being projected, the assets. That's always what happens. If something is new, you have to just try out and like new ideas, try them out, doesn't work, new idea, compromises here and there. And eventually you end up with something that isn't even close to your original idea, but is still kind of dope and at least doable, because that's at the moment my problem. I'm trying to make something that I don't know anyone else of doing it in the exact way. It will take at least another month or two until we get somewhere to a place where I can actually showcase to you what's possible. But anyways, I'll keep you updated. This is really exciting for me. I hope to be able to one day showcase it in a club. It will be really epic, really exciting. Can't wait.